Hey, what's going on? Welcome to this week's 3x3, where we cover 3 tips in 3 minutes. And this week, we're going to go through how to speak up confidently in any situation, specifically going on small talk. And we'll go ahead and jump into this. Rahul, I'll flip it to you. What is your first tip on small talk?
So the first tip is psychological, which is that small talk is not a waste of time. A lot of our clients who are struggling with small talk, we find out later that they go, oh, they're more analytical, maybe they're more driven with goals. Small talk is not about goals. And the whole purpose is really just to create a bond, to create a sense of building a relationship with the other person. So it doesn't need to be that it needs to be profound or anything like that. And you can just chit chat a minute or two just to get a little social lubricant going, and then you can jump into the meeting. So it's not a waste of time. And especially, guys, because of the virtual world now, you don't even get a chance to have that little chit chat that you might normally have outside of meetings. So you really got to go out of your way, if you're not used to it, to put it into the beginning of your meetings. So that's the first tip.
I love it. Not a waste of time. It's a great way to build rapport and build connection. Thanks, Rahul. All right, second tip. Peter, take it away.
Awesome. It doesn't have to be linear, guys. It does not have to be linear. So if you're thinking, my friend or my colleague said X, I have to say Y, you're heading in the wrong direction. It has to be all over the place. It has to be spontaneous like popcorn. So if your friend talks about motorcycles, you can talk about motorcycles if you want, or you can talk about riding, or you can talk about skydiving, or you can talk about your weekend. So it has to be all over the place. And think of it like left brain, right brain. Your left brain is going to lead the meeting because the meeting has to be linear, it's goal oriented, you drive forward. With small talk, it's more bonding, it's more creative. So it's more right brain. So it has to be spontaneous, and it should be like when you talk with your friends on Friday night and you don't know how you ended up at a certain point. That's the way it should be.
I love it. Let go and just trust yourself with it. Thanks, Peter. All right, final tip here. We'll go ahead and throw one to both you guys, 30 seconds each, a take-home framework that they can use. Rahul, we'll start with you. Go for it.
Yeah, so the one that I want Peter and I to talk about is really making statements and not turning into an interviewer. So let's say we convince you right now and you go, great, I'm going to use small talk. And you get into your meeting, and Chaz, you say something to me, and the default response, if you're not good at small talk, would start being asked, just start asking a bunch of questions. You go, and what did you do there? Oh, and what was that like? Oh, and how did you get there? Oh, and what is this? And all of a sudden the other person's like, wow, you asked me like 10 questions in the last 5 seconds, right? But you don't want to do that.
Thanks, Rahul. Peter.
The next step is called mirroring the experience. So if somebody says a story, you try to mirror back something similar, or mirrors back the spirit or the gist of the story. So let's say, Chaz, you say that you bought a motorcycle over the weekend. Then I might share buying something, the experience of buying something over the weekend, which mirrors the buying experience, or I can mirror back the experience of motorcycle, and I say I used to ride a motorcycle before and I no longer do, and that's called the mirroring technique.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Well, there it is. This week's 3x3, how to speak up confidently in any situation. Go ahead and leave a comment. What are your thoughts? What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? What do you agree with? What did you get the most out of? And be sure to subscribe and like the video. Thanks. Bye.